Hi everyone, I'm Jessica. Welcome back to my channel. And today I thought I'd try something a little different. I was watching these clips and I saw just some things I wanted to comment on, like my own timing, what I was doing, why I was doing it. And also, there's some video of Kip and Bruce. So I will just kind of voice over what we're doing and why, where these horses are at, give you kind of an idea of the method behind our madness. Okay, so this is Kip. He is 4 years old in August, so he's quite a few months behind the other 4-year-olds in age. And so this was, I think I said, his third ride this year. In August of last year, I put a couple weeks of groundwork on him and a few rides in the round pen, and then I put him back out to pasture. So we did not ride him again until this past January, maybe even February. Anyways, um, he just seems to be growing a little bit slower than the others, and we wanted to at least get into his head. So basically, he's not really being asked to do much other than pack a rider around. You can see Steve's getting him to follow Emily's horse, Harriet, just to kind of give him some confidence and move a little more freely around the arena. And then he basically just goes back out to pasture and it gives him something to think about. So we've found that by doing this sort of work with them and giving them lots of time to think about it, by the time the real work starts, they're so far ahead already. They're kind of used to being hauled around. They're used to having gear put on. They're used to like just experiences. So it gives him time to grow up, and at the same time, it makes our job easier when he's ready to go to work full time. So pretty much all the other clips, except for one, are going to be of red, and that's the next one you're going to see. So when I was doing this, I was getting him ready for his bronze and silver with the Canadian Registry before he went to Ontario. Since then, plans have changed, and he's not going to Ontario anymore. So I am been able to give him some much deserved time off. Um, and that also is really beneficial to his program because we can wait for him to be old enough to apply for his gold at the same time. When I do these things, I do have to do them quite often with a time limit because I'm doing them in 30 days for clients. But when I'm doing them for myself, I really enjoy not having a time limit. It becomes really organic and fun and less mission driven. When you're being paid to ride someone else's horse, you feel like you need to put a certain amount of time on their back so that the owner is getting what they paid for. When it's your own horse, you can ride for 15-20 minutes doing gate work and get off, and you're not accountable to anyone. And that's how I really like to gate train because it just seems so organic and easy. And so what I found when I was watching these videos is that I was in the mindset of I was working for somebody else on somebody else's horse. So I was pushing a little more than I should have. I wasn't as stopping and praising as much as I should have. And Red was trying his heart out. So it was all on me. I was not um, riding him to the best of my abilities. So it's been really humbling watching these clips over and kind of critiquing and analyzing how I rode him. So I'll kind of go over that some more as I watch the clips again, but I just wanted to kind of go over what you're about to see. Right there, he's a little square. That's why I didn't stop. I'm asking for a little more. And there, I think I could have stopped and praised, but I pushed it a little further and then chose to stop and praise. not my best because he got a little lateral. Red's pretty cool that way. He can trot and pace, which is one of my favorite types of horses because they have lots of things to work with. That one was okay. This was just a fun little clip we did because Steve had a little pony there that was in training, so he was doing lots of desensitizing, so I decided to play with the tarps a bit. I didn't think there would be any problem with him because we've done lots of work with Red in that regard, and he proved me right, but it's always fun to kind of go over things and check all your buttons, right? There he went into a little foxtrot. So I'm specifically looking for flat walk, run walk. There is pretty nice. Should stop and praise there. I think I'm going to push him a little further. So I kind of missed an opportunity there. There he broke again. The problem I have with Red, it's not his problem, it's my problem. My go-to when he breaks into a square gate is to drop his head, and that's the wrong thing. I should be bumping his head up a little bit to get him to drop his back and go into gate. And then I can fix the head later, but right now I'm literally trying to show him which pattern his legs do that I want. And he learns when I stop and praise, give him a break. And if you're interested to know more about that, just look up Ivy Starnes. It's her method, and she'll go into lots of detail about it. But I've used it with lots of success, and I really enjoy it. And this little horse, he's working so hard for me, and he's so talented. Anyone who rides these horses knows they don't stay in just one gate all the time. They are 18-speed bikes. They have so many gears, and it's good for them to be able to use them. But right now, I'm specifically looking for flat walk, run walk, so I'm rewarding those gates. When I'm on the trail, I want a smooth saddle gate. I don't expect them to stay in a flat walk, run walk all the time. Foxtrot can be a really nice traveling gait. See right there? That's nice. He's got a nice head shake, nice even timing. The ride is really smooth. I'm not worried about his head right now. He's young. He's learning his balance. He needs his teeth done. Like, there's a whole lot of stuff going on there that we'll deal with later. So this is Bruce. This is his half brother. Same age, same dad, different mom. And he's learning to canter. So there, Steve got a nice canter pickup from
He even got the right lead.
And there he should stop and praise. If I was riding, that's what I would have done. But Steve likes to push it.
Steve gets greedy.
And there's nothing wrong with that, but that's just how I like to do things, especially with these young ones. So now we're on to our next day. And back at it again with Red. You can see on this day I was asking for his head a little more. I don't expect them to carry a specific headset when they're working, but I would like his nose to be tipped down a little more towards the ground instead of leading with his nose. There, that was nice. And then I released and gave him a break. That was really good. So then Steve got on him just for fun. Sometimes different weight, different riders. The horse will move entirely different. So he hadn't ridden Red in a while, so he hopped on to see what it was like. And he was able to get him cruising pretty good. It's deceiving in these arenas how fast these horses are actually going, but most horses would have to trot to keep up with Red right now at the walk. I think Steve here is riding him much better than I have been in some of the other clips. He had some really nice consistent movement and less braking than when I ride him. So I'm not sure if that's because I'm pushing Red too much while I'm on him, or honestly, I don't know what it is, but it always seems like someone else will ride better than you when you're critiquing yourself. But so there I am asking for his head again. Just very light pressure, and I give right away. There, he had some really nice steps. Yeah, he's working really good for me here. Like I said, I don't worry too much about the head. That's going to come, especially after he has some dental work done and he grows up and things like that. Yeah, that was nice. Such a good boy. Well, I hope that wasn't too boring. I know it's not a how-to guide on how to gait train or anything like that. If you really want to know more about this method, go to Ivy Starnes' website. That's 100% what I do. I'm not perfect. I'm still learning. I watch all her videos and things like that, and I do mix in my own methods that I've learned over the years and some other trainers that I really like. But at the end of the day, I really believe in letting these horses have time to think about what they're learning and to not use tools and shortcuts. So it may take longer, but the results will last longer too. You won't need tools to stay in gait. Your horse will stay in gait on his own. That's ultimately what this is for. And it's so much fun watching these young horses develop. So Red is just at the start of his journey, same as Bruce, same as Kip. They have a long way to go, but really good starts on both these, or all three of these geldings. They all move differently. Well, Kip and Kip, yeah, he has a very different style than Bruce and Red, whereas Bruce is kind of in the middle. No, Red would be in the middle because he can pace and he can trot, whereas Bruce is more square. So you have like Bruce is over here, and Kip is over here because Kip doesn't really trot, and then in the middle is Red because he can do both. So none are better, none are worse. They're just different, and it takes different tools to kind of help build them up and show them what pattern you want their feet to move in. Um, Anyways, I could probably talk about that forever and basically live and breathe this stuff every day. So I'm a little bit obsessed. But I hope that was kind of interesting. And you'll see more of these guys in future videos. I mean, Bruce and Red are sticking around here for quite a while. Kip's going to be here for a while. So anyways, see you in the next one.